All right, we are on Claire House number 2, and today is developing the plan with none other than Justin McGann and Jake Taylor. So,
Rockland Scooter.
Rockland Scooter.
what does that mean?
Scooter is like not a derogatory name. It is the opposite of that. What would you call that? Superlative name, like you would.
Yeah,
It's a
I
superlative.
gave you that nickname.
In other words, you're really, really good at it if you're a scooter.
like a black belt.
So he'll call me like a fish. I'm a fish filleting scooter.
If you're a scooter, you got it.
You
It's like
move.
black belt.
Scooters move. They get it done.
Yeah, it's a black belt.
So you know Blackville or Rockland.
I think so.
Hi, my name is Jake Taylor. I'm helping Jordan here on Claire House 2. We're coming up with a floor plan design to help kind of get everything fitted in place for the layout of the kitchen, an extra exterior door going out to the patio, kind of get an idea of the bedroom sizes, how you're going to access those bedrooms, also how you're going to access the bathroom that's going to be placed in the house. So that's kind of our main objective today, is to come in, measure that, lay it all out, and make sure that it kind of fits the plan to what we want to accomplish.
All right, I'm Justin McGann. I do masonry, renovation type stuff, and like Jake said before, we're here to lay out, try to optimize, and to mix stones with new style, old style, to try to bring together a plan that would fit the needs for for a smaller family, and try to optimize the layout of the house, and so just plug along on it and see it in the end.
One of the
I
things
told
we
Jake you
noticed
could
is
pay me $10,000 to go into that house.
this side's not too bad. That other side is in the grade a little more.
Now, have
I
y'all
don't think
had
it's gonna be
any
much room.
sketches or thoughts or?
Well, that's what we're talking about on the inside. We're thinking about it a little bit, but I was telling him my main concern was the first thing I saw was his veneers kicked out, so that's not doing anything. That's just under there, and so we got in the house and it's got a little bit of a sag. So
So they ran a seal plate on top, and then they put everything on top of the seal plate. The outside wall frame, the 2x4s, even the joist are sitting on that same seal plate. So it's not like they framed the floor on that seal plate all the way out to the outside of the house and then framed on top of the floor. But I mean, it's got a little swag in it.
It does.
I don't think floor level is gonna
but I mean, we also, look at that drywall got sitting on it too.
And how long has that been there too?
For a long time.
Well, that explains this room, but over there where you're at on the other side there,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be pulling that
So
down.
Justin, what I was telling him was that the back of the house is just trash in my book. So what I want to do is I want to bring the bathroom in, and I want to turn the back house into all utility, washroom, and closets.
Okay.
That way we have actual closets in both rooms.
This is a bedroom and that's a bedroom.
Like I said, it should be an addition, because that was an addition, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, it's got lower ceilings. I mean, it kind of just fits well for a closet.
What's the egress? Does he have to have a back door? He's talking about putting a sliding door out the kitchen to a patio
Does he only
area,
have one door right now?
front and
That back door right there.
all the way through.
You gotta have 2 doors.
But it doesn't have to be a back one. It could be a side, right?
It could be a side door.
Yeah, well, that's what we're looking at, is on the side one.
Yeah.
See
what we're.
So what we're thinking about doing is we're now trying to figure out how to get a bathroom in the center part of this and what the best drawing and sketch is going to look like for that. Because I'm thinking tub shower unit where Justin's at, in that vicinity. Vanity, toilet,
Plumbing rise right now, everything's on this side of this beam.
It is.
Because that's where the septic came out.
Okay.
Right out here in this part of the crawl space.
Okay.
And I don't know how much room right now is under this house with that beam on top of them piers in
So
the middle.
right now it's easier to put the plumbing here.
It would be easier if the plumbing's on this side.
No, that's fine.
I don't know, do you know where water comes in? I'm guessing it's the same side where the
plumbing's out here at the
like I
road.
said,
It
feed
comes in
feeding
underneath
the
it
water.
this way.
Right.
It's got almost like an angle at it for some reason.
Yeah.
Feeding water is a whole lot easier than getting rid of it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
So from the living space, from the big great room or whatever it is you're calling it there, how they're accessing the bedrooms? Two separate doors?
Yeah, 2 separate doors.
Okay. It's
I
not
wouldn't-
gonna be some kind of like common hall, something they step in and then it turns out, or 45s into their bedroom or
I don't
something?
know. I'm kind of open to anything. I don't want to do a Jack and Jill bath though. I don't want to have a one access to the bathroom.
Right.
Because I know that'll take too much of our space.
Or a door to each room to the bathroom. You don't want that either.
Yeah.
So you want the bathroom accessible from a common area like this room.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm almost thinking you gotta come up, think of like some kind of little hallway looking thing. Like a little bit of a nook in here, and a door goes to the bedroom this way, a door goes to the bedroom this way, and straight through to the bathroom.
Okay, I like that.
And, or even if you can really do it, I mean, if you can turn things on a 45, that would make them pop.
I see what he's saying. Give it some shape. Because
Yeah,
right
it
now
would.
it's just a box.
Yep,
That's the perfect spot.
that's what I told him. It's a square. It's a square floor plan.
It's very square.
So
Door in
are
it.
we gonna push this back further?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Because if you put it all in one line here, it's going to look real funky.
Yeah.
You're going to be sitting in that great room, and you're going to look at a big wall that has 3 doors on it, and guessing what's behind each door.
Yeah, so right here, we're gonna do a lower, like a seat, almost cabinet, and then you could technically put the fridge here.
Yeah.
That would be a really nice place for the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, your fridge, we might not be able to get a dishwasher in this house.
Right.
It might just be the case. I mean, it's teeny. What do you think, Justin? Is that pushing it?
Dishwashers go a long way to sell them.
Yeah.
When we did ours, my wife said, "I don't want one. We ain't never had one," and she wouldn't do it without one. She was gonna go without one.
That's how we are too.
But I mean,
Yeah.
this is a small, it's not going to be a big family house, so maybe it won't be a deal breaker.
So then, what if, like, from here, from this great room, then there's just this big cased opening that takes you into this little,
Larger.
just where you can go. You can
Not
go
such
to.
a hallway, but
Yeah, but just a transition spot, almost like a foyer, but for your bedrooms and
the
bathrooms.
bathroom's gonna go this way.
Bathroom that way, straight on for guest or master bed, hang a left that way. I would almost start on that back wall, get the size that you want for this bedroom. Then if you're gonna do the bathroom there, then you get the size for the bathroom that you gotta have, minimal, and then see what you got left. See if you can fit the door the way you wanna fit it, where that's gonna move this smaller window over the sink.
Yeah.
I think you gotta reverse engineer it like that. You gotta start back here and get your dimensions.
yeah.
Because if you did it from here and you put everything in you wanted, then you don't end up with enough to do what you need to do that direction.
You got the
Is the island seating gonna be the dining seating?
Yes, that's kind of said. She said we're gonna because you gotta have to have a dining room. So
Well, you could do an island here with like bar seating on the back.
yeah.
I'll tell you what, I've got a dining room and I've got an island. The island gets used 95% of the
Yeah,
time.
that's how we are too. I mean, that's
95% of the time we're eating at the island with the bar stools.
Okay.
And right over there's a 6-person oak table sitting in a big room by itself.
Yep.
Okay. This is it's pretty good shape.
You can lay on that thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's no big cracks in it. We'll overhang the brick a little bit.
The paint will make it pop a little bit too. See, you overhang the brick on the steps, paint underneath it.
Overhang everything about an inch. That'll give that transition.
This would be your drive, and it's only gonna be a single car. You're gonna come in just one car, and then I was thinking, right here, I talked to Miller's about doing a deck, but I mean, golly, that's so low. I'm thinking about doing something in natural stone. Well, not natural stone, manufactured. Thinking about it.
Yeah. Especially with lumber where it is. So yeah, I agree. Being low to ground like that, you're always gonna have a lot.
You can just put a step out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can have that door that's gonna come out, and then you could put some railings around it. I mean, it would look really, really nice. I mean, especially if you went with like black railings on it, because we're not doing any railings up here at all.
Right, you don't have to with the height.
Yeah. So
On either end. Either end is out of code, in code to not have them.
I'm gonna take these out, and I'm gonna. Honestly,
Clean them up, redo them.
I think so. I mean, I think
They look
Peel the lead off of them.
they're really good.
Get the lead and asbestos off of them and put some whitewash on
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty solid. Not a lot of rotten.
it. But we'll get you some masonry lime, 3 parts Portland, 2 parts sand, and just mix it up to a wet consistency and just kind of
Brush it.
brush it on. Yep.
You're gonna leave the rafters exposed.
I want to, but I don't know. It's a gorgeous look. It's a pain.
It looks great, but it causes routine maintenance for the homeowner.
And you
I
can't.
mean, it's something
and
you got to do.
It doesn't look good with gutters.
No, oh no.
So, I mean, I guess you could say we're not going to do gutters, and you could do like you could just do river rock all around it. But
Yep. Any critters in there? Probably every feral cat in the neighborhood that lived in this house at one point.
they had a guy. He told me there was a guy sleeping on the drywall for a while.
What do you see, Jay?
I think I would knock me a hole in the floor.
There's a timber there where the house comes to the porch area. There's one little timber that's carrying it.
I'm probably got to put plywood. You probably got to put plywood on the whole thing anyway. Jake, you said you said you were going to cut these trees down on your own, right?
I've done trees.
You go climb up here. You go climb up in here and cut these down and drop them.
I'll drop them, but the neighbor's not going to like them.
What do you think about that water line up high?
I like that spigot.
The outdoor shower.
And it's grounded too. You see that? They put a saddle clamp and a ground wire right on it.
So you got hot water during storms.
Would you put any windows in the back of the house? Or you'd be done with it.
Closets don't need them.
I just go.
I would
Not nothing to look at.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, laundry rooms can be boring, but they're made for laundry, which is boring. So
You got this new Wi-Fi washing machine.
You got a what?
They got Wi-Fi washing machine.
Oh, you don't have one though, do you?
I did, yes.
You got a Wi-Fi washing machine?
Yeah.
he was down there at the beach the other day. He said, "Washer's done."
Close
He was down at the beach.
it.
Washing
Look at that.
machine finished in climax. He said, "Washing machine finished."
Yeah, sorry.
You know, I sold my old washer that I didn't go through the trouble of diagnosing what was wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a guy up here in Bedford come to get it. And he's talking to me, and I'm running. I put buckets of water in it. I hooked it to an extension cord in the driveway just so he could see it cycle.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, like, he's really like watching everything. So I'm over here Googling. There is, on my washing machine, because it's digital, you know, you turn the knob for your cycle selection on them old ones, and it's like you're cranking something. This one's just like all digital positions.
Yeah.
I look up on a video, it says turn it one full turn counterclockwise, then go left 1, right 3, left 1, right 1, press start. It'll run a self-diagnostics. All the ones that have electronic selectors now will diagnose what's wrong with them for you.
I don't believe I can remember that combination.
It was on the
Just like
video.
when
I had to
you-
watch the video twice.
It's just like when you reset the oil thing on your car.
Yeah, turn it off, turn it on, press and hold this.
I gotta
and
watch
this.
the video every time I do it.
Yep, because you do it once every so often. But the roof line looks fairly straight.
I know. I mean, it's in
It
decent
doesn't
condition.
look like it's walked all up and over. If you could go back with metal, I think it would be pretty cool. If you could. A real good, you know, I don't know what your color scheme is for this one.
Would you do that, like the crimped, or would you do
The rolled seam or whatever
Yeah.
it's called? I mean, I was.
That's my favorite look.
So he pulled both chimneys
Yeah.
when he was here. And he put a ridge piece of metal off a burgundy roof and a green piece of metal off a green roof. Deconstructed a porta-john somewhere.
Based off what we looked at here, I think we are kind of, as these projects happen, you change the whole idea on what we're going to do. Originally, we're going to come in with a single roof and wrap this stuff, and now I think we're looking at trying to do whatever we can to preserve the original architecture of the house. So Jay East is going to have a lot of paint that he's going to get to do on this. And we're also going to have some good millwork that Jake Taylor's going to have to deal with on the edges of this when we get in there. So looking at a metal roof now, probably. So I'll have to talk with him about that. And then Justin's going to try to bring in all this natural stone. We'll probably try to bring in some natural stone right here for the gutters. I don't know what we'll have to do with that. So Connie will be happy she doesn't have to paint the whitewash. That there's actually a chemical we can use for that. So